What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Will, and I am back. So we're gonna see who all drops in here real quick. I just felt like going live, no real reason for it. Just wanted to hang out with the family. Ain't to do that in a bit. Well, it ain't that I ain't got to. There were some things that came up. As you can see, my left eye is swollen up a little bit still. It was swollen shut completely for a while. And I really didn't like the idea of going and putting that out there, because it was from a baby, black widow, and it really didn't mess me up too bad other than some swelling. Sorry if y'all heard that buzzing, beeping noise. We just got an Amber Alert, which I'm really glad they post those out for everybody like that. Well, good evening, Miss Laura. How are you this evening? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, I didn't see anybody else live, so I figured it was time for me to go live because I've been kind of hanging out in other people's lives while my eye healed up a little bit. Well, hello, Miss Heather. How are you? And I am actually doing quite well, Miss Laura. I told you earlier while we were on a phone call that I had an interview this evening. I actually got the job. I've got to fill out the paperwork and everything online, but it's actually a remote working. So I'll be working literally from just sitting on my tush, which not really the work I'm used to doing. I'm used to being a lot more active than that. But good change of pace anyways, and it's work. And I can't ever say work is bad in any way, shape, or form. I'll take it. Kind of decided to celebrate and have me a cigar this evening. So how are you this evening, Miss Heather? Saw you drop in here. I don't think too many people are going to drop in. It's kind of a random time to be doing a live this late in the evening. People are kind of winding down and everything. Doing well. You're on vacation, work from home full time for almost 13 years, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for me, Miss Heather. It really is. Like, I've worked for Walmart, I've worked for Amazon, I was an EMT, I was in the military, I was always moving, always going, always doing something. And this is going to be a drastic change, at least in the field of work. But again, change ain't a bad thing. Change is just change. And the way the world's kind of moving, working remotely is being self-motivated is a good thing. You know, just getting out there and doing it yourself, not needing anybody else to kind of push you, prod you, or anything else. So I am looking forward to it. Well, hey, Miss Shelley, how are you this evening? Hugs and kisses to you as well. Yeah, Miss Laura, you told me you were working from home and everything, and I'm hoping I like it. It's going to be a way of at least keeping food on the table, a roof over the head, you know, that kind of stuff. That I'm wanting to pay down my credit card first, one of the first things, because I've been using it to financially secure myself during the downtime. Was going to call me this week, but time got away from. Hey, don't be sorry, Miss Shelley. Life has a way of happening, so don't ever be sorry for that. You call when you've got time, and if you don't got time, we'll talk another time. That's just how life goes. I've always, you know, been that kind of person who I can go years without talking to a friend, and when that friend calls, we pick up right where we left off. I've never been that person who needs that reassurance that that friend is still there. But thank you for thinking of me anyhow. I've definitely mentioned you a couple times in the past. You've left the community. That's okay. Yeah, there's definitely some people worth hanging on to. There really are. Um, when it comes to leaving the community, I'm assuming you mean the reptile community as a whole. And this channel wasn't made just specific, well, it was made for reptiles, but when I originally started it off, it was just my life in general. And I evolved that to be about the reptiles. But as you've noticed, I've always kind of just done this blog style, vlog, however you say it, vlog, blog, whatever style, just sit back, relax, and chill with friends. There was never a need to keep a very specific topic, none of that. It was what's going on today, how can I help others, and how can others, be there for me if I needed it. So, yes, I do kind of centralize my life around animals. Long term, that's how I want my life to shape out. I love animals. There's never been a confusion on that in the least bit. But good friends don't need a reason to hang out. They don't. I'm sitting here hanging out with y'all right now, and I don't have a snake around my neck. I wasn't actually planning on talking about any of that. So anytime you want to come in here and just hang out, there's not a need to worry about it being part of the reptile community. Just come hang out with friends. Because Miss Laura, who's going to be sitting back in the background like always, great woman, but she can't have snakes of her own. She just comes in here to hang out. Of course, Miss Heather hanging out in the background right now, she's got some babies too, but she's a sweetheart, and she ain't going to judge you on that either. I don't think anybody in my channel is going to judge you on that. We've all got our own demons. Sounds like somebody's down there racing. But yeah. Sorry I haven't gone live. Right, Miss Heather, I love having the company that we have. Right now there's three people in the chat. All three of you are amazing people. I mean, legitimately, I would talk to any one of y'all one-on-one for hours and never bat an eyelash. There's other days where I just need my alone time, and I take it. I can go for walks that are a few hours long. I'm still learning this new area of Texas. I went a direction today that I was kind of in tone that I probably shouldn't go that way. It could be a little more dangerous, but I felt like going that direction. And then I walked a long way today, honestly. I did. And it was over 100 degrees. So. She says she originally came for the free boob implants. Sorry, Shelly. I'm more the one who is going to give you the breast reduction. High, tight, perky, and small. More than a mouthful is a waste. Anyone who tells you differently just ain't been around enough yet. Big boobs end up sagging all the way to the ground. And I don't want to give you the back problems, and I don't want you stepping on them. So 2 good reasons right there in and of itself not to go big. Yours don't sag? Well, you just might not be an old enough of a hag yet to sag. Right, Miss Heather? I want fruit. I want that nice firm mango, not a bunch of jalapeno leftover prunes, but by the time you're like 80, 90 years old, those big boobs are going to be those long boobs. You're going to have to roll them up, lick a nipple, and stick it to itself like an envelope, just to get it to kind of sit up right in the right spot. As long as you ain't, sitting there sporting 6 pairs of back boobs, then we might need to talk. If you got back boobs and you ain't got no front boobs, something's a little bit off. Duct tape, right? Some type of tape. They actually make specific tape just for that now, which I found interesting. I've never really had to worry about keeping my boobs high and tight, but I know that that seems to be a problem for ladies as they age. They want to keep that youthful appearance when they're going out and about. Mr. J. Justin is in the house. How are you this evening? You walked into an odd conversation. We're talking about boobs. It doesn't hold them up? Oh, well. I haven't got to try it yet, Miss Shelley. Send me a picture of that and I'll tell you how good it's doing. How am I? I'm actually doing quite well today, Jay. I'm happier than garbage feel, that's for sure. And yes, boobs are a nice thing. Even gay guys like boobs. As most lesbians. We're going to have some people dropping in here going, what the serious fuck are they talking about? Oh, Rose is in the house. Oh, was Andy live? It didn't tell me he was live. Hey, Rose. That's okay, Michelle. You can always use your hubby's phone. But no, don't legitimately send them to me. I don't need no pictures and no boobs. You knew a lady in South Carolina whose boobs were big as watermelons? I call that back pain. That's what I call that, Justin. Well, if Andy does drop in here, I'll have to apologize because when I looked through the list, it didn't say anybody was live. So I do apologize if I stole anybody from Andy's live. I always trying to advocate people go to other lives. I was just looking to hang out, and since I didn't see a live, I created a live. But it's really weird because I'm subscribed to him, so it should have popped up that he was live. I actually have the notifications on for him. I don't turn the notifications on for everybody, though. Oh, it just finished? Okay. Well, how is Andy and Becky doing? Hopefully they're having a good day. And how are you, Miss Rose? You having a good day as well? And Rose, you know good and well, I don't look at Facebook that much. I look at Facebook every 2-3 days just to see the highlights. Blackbird is in the house. Hello, hello, how are you today? But yeah, Facebook for me is usually a good way of getting aggravated when I see people in the reptile community talking bad about each other, or I see an animal that's being mistreated and stuff like that. So I really don't look at Facebook that much. Like, Messenger is always up so people can reach out and contact me if that's their preferred method. Oh, I hear a train coming past, so it might be loud for a moment. I like to follow the railroad tracks when I'm going places. quickest way I know to get around places because it cuts right through a lot of places. And since it's the desert out here, it's kind of a lot easier. You know, you're not going to be stepping in a bunch of sticky bushes and stuff like that, cacti. Which I have found some really beautiful cacti when walking around. Oh, well, Blackbird, this wasn't really about reptiles today. It was just kind of a let's hang out kind of live. I'm not supporting any of the snakes that are pink foxes right now. Haven't talked to her about showing those off yet. I need to do a video about showing all her babies. But yeah, since I've been out here, I'm told that there's rattlesnakes around here. I haven't seen a single rattlesnake. I did see a snake today that I couldn't identify readily, but I only got to see the tail end of it. All right, Miss Shelley, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Looking forward to it, love. You have a blessed day, night, wherever we're at now. Yeah, Rose, down there, people are going to say every iguana's the iguana you're looking for is the problem. But yeah, memes, I'll look at them occasionally, but memes really don't do much for me other than a 2-second laugh, which ain't enough for me to even worry about. I do like some of the animal videos that I see occasionally. But for me, if that happens again, just let me know and we'll cut the live short. Maybe Shelley leaving was a bad thing. She jumped off here and all of a sudden there's quality issues. All right, and it sounds like the train's passed too, so short train this time. Some of the trains around here can last a couple minutes, and they zoom by about 60, 70 miles an hour sometimes. Oh, okay, Rose. So you got a dark iguana. I got you. Well, Jay, you might want to go wipe, because we done heard that you don't just fart, you done shart yourself. So are y'all seeing video quality issues? Because it's looking like it's having some issues on my end. If it looks like y'all are getting good video feed though, I won't worry about it. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's having issues. Okay, it looks fine. Okay. Might just be on my end then. I can handle that all day long. All sightings have been him. He's in the next town. Oh, okay, Rose. As they say about dreams, getting old, dry dreams and wet farts. Woo! Well, Justin, you're a little too young to be having dry dreams and wet farts. If you ain't having a wet dream every once in a while, something is a little bit off about your mind. You did turn 18, right? 17, 18, you're somewhere in there. I think I read somewhere that you turned 18, but keeping up with ages is a little bit more difficult. Oh, wrong Justin. That's the Texas tornado Justin that I was thinking of. My apologies. Older than me? Probably. I'm old enough to know better, still too young to care. Ah, Blackbird just got done playing with his balls. Okay. Last sighting of him was an hour ago. Well, if he's in the next town over, that's a long way to walk to go find him, but Probably worth it because that's a baby. Yeah, I confuse different Justins. There's like 7 of y'all that are in the kind of community that we kind of hang out with. Though I haven't seen California Justin in quite some time. Need to be careful with Blackbird? Got you, okay. Yeah, Cali Justin, he got his rack set up in the room, was doing lives out of just sitting there on his floor, and then all of a sudden he just kind of vanished. I haven't seen any of his lives recently either. Might have to go over to his channel. Oh, he's only 13? Well, good to know. I'll actually try and remember that one. Okay, Rose. Well, I'm glad that they're looking out for you for sure, because missing a baby is not always a good thing. And Blackbird, it's not that I won't say anything I wouldn't say before, pretty much. I just don't want to introduce you to lifestyles that your mind might not be ready for. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that would be different. I ain't gonna stop cussing. I'm not going to do any of that. The only thing is, we just try and let your mind retain some of its innocence as long as you can. Because I know when you're younger, you think you want to be older and you want to know more about the world. When you're older, you wish you were younger. I can tell you now, I wish I was back at your age with the knowledge I have now. Well, some of the knowledge I have now. Don't ever wish time away though, brother. Enjoy every single day, no matter if you're 13, 23, 33, 53, or 93. Enjoy time as it is. I'm sure you hear that kind of language all the time. I'm not worried about language. I really ain't. But there's other things that sometimes I talk about that you might not care to know. I'm sure you don't want to know about Justin's prostate exams, anything like that, okay? You might not want to hear about Miss Heather needing to go get a mammogram. You're almost 14? Well, enjoy almost 14. You're going to have bad days, you're going to have great days, and you're going to have everything in between. And right? I can post content that is not suitable for under 18, that is for sure. I have been known to come out and say some things that ain't always for those under the age of 21, probably. Chris is in the house. Thank you, brother. How are you today? And thank you for suggesting to hit that like button. Yeah, I never even think about that. But I do see the little thumb up there. What's going on, Jason? Hopefully you're having a blessed day. He said, the hell you say, Will. Oh, but yeah, there's all kinds of things you'll come across in here, Blackbird. If you hear it, just shake your head back and forth, laugh, and keep on going. Oh, so how are our new arrivals doing today? Hopefully you're doing quite well. thank you, Justin. Yeah, like I said, it's been a pretty darn good day. My eyes swelling's gone down quite a bit, as y'all can see. There's still a little bit there, and it'll probably be there for a while. But I ain't worried about that. It was just when it was completely swollen shut that I was a little self-conscious about it. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I needed to be wearing an eye patch, looking like freaking Blackbeard in the house. Well, what kind of heavy metal do you listen to there, Blackbird? And don't be sorry, Rose. All good. Always all good. What are some bands you like, Blackbird? Chris said he's doing all right. Well, good to hear. And no, I'm not growing the beard out. I was actually thinking about trimming it down a lot more. There for a while I was growing it out just because I was bored and hadn't had hair for quite some time. But I don't know. I do like kind of a neat and clean appearance, but I do like me with a beard too. She had one from a sty? Man, that lasted for a year. I'd remembered you telling me something about it, Miss Heather, but I didn't realize it lasted that long. No, Blackbird, you can be in this stream all you want. I have other people who are younger who come in as well. I just like to know so I know how to tailor the stream. I will guide it away from talks that are a lot worse. Tool, Nickelback, more. Well, I won't ever consider Nickelback to be metal. I don't care what anybody says, Nickelback will never be metal. I do think Tool gets up there though. I love Tool, I love Schism and a few others by Tool. I'm here recently, I've been into some newer metal as well. I like death metal, anything and everything, to be honest, when it comes to music. Oh, another train going the other direction. I do apologize for that and audio being a little crap right now. Hopefully this one doesn't last too long. Justin, I have not reached out to Reagan and Michelle in quite some time. Life jumped up and smacked me, and I kind of didn't reach out to too many people. Yeah, Chris, I can't ever call Nickelback metal, but I do need to reach out to Michelle and just check up and make sure they're doing it okay. And right, Rose is here. I try and keep this stream more PG-13 as well. Miss Rose has a little more delicate sensibility, so I always try and tailor the conversation around her. But yeah, I've spoke with Reagan, I've spoke with Michelle, both on the phone at length sometimes. And agreed, Jason. Life can be a little bit too real sometimes, and just dialing it back is a good thing. It really is. I think that's one thing I love about animals so much. Animals don't go out of their way to be cruel. They don't go out of their way to be nice. They are true to who they are, and they don't really go either direction. Pantera, Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. I love Lamb of God, by the way. And yeah, those are all metal for sure. If you want to go for light metal, something to kind of segue into harder metal, In This Moment could be considered, some of their songs can be metal, most of it's not. You can start stepping up into other stuff like that. Blackbird, if you want to go a little bit further, I mean, there's so many great bands out there, it's hard to name. I don't really like mainstream as much, I can say that. But some of the ones, like as they hit mainstream, what makes them mainstream or hit that fame, their early stuff is what I like. And then bands honestly sell out, and I can't fault them for it. I can't. You know, money is money, and that's why they get into the business in the first place and try and make some of the bigger music, is to make money and to make a living for themselves. And if they can make that money, by all means, do what you gotta do. But the fans tend to like earlier music from most groups. I know I certainly do. I can even say that I listen to everything. I do. I listen to country, gospel, Latin. I was listening to German, a little bit of everything. Miss Laura's heard me listen to Romanian for her. I listen to everything. And that might be people I should avoid, but oh well. Doubt they're coming this direction. If I happen to drop the phone in a little bit, it's me for that. But anyways, yeah. Oh. But yeah, I love music and all, so I'm glad you're finding your niche that you enjoy. I can't say Nickelback's a bad group. Their music just got really repetitive really quickly. But when they first came out, I was enjoying some of their songs too. But it all just kind of sounded the same. So, Chris, do you feel like going live here in just a little bit? I'm going to be hopping off of here soon. I want to make sure we can kind of promote another channel as we go. And if you're not, maybe we can promote somebody else. Maybe we can finally talk Miss Heather into going live. I think it died on me. Did it freeze? Oh, wow. A lot of chat froze. Husband's a huge Poison fan, Bret Michaels. Okay. Slayer, yeah, I like that one too. Like music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Okay. I like some old stuff too. Radio can kill a band, yes it can. You with the woo? Probably. Nope, I'm on vacation. Take good care of my friend, and good evening everyone. Good night. I'm taking the night off. We have 4 ladies on the live stream tomorrow. Need all the energy we can get. I got you. Yeah, Chris, I don't know if you can handle hanging out with 4 ladies. Might be a little more estrogen than you're used to being able to handle. And I do apologize, missed a whole lot of that chat. For whatever reason, the phone just decided to take a dump. But yeah, it's getting dark out here, and probably best that I don't be out before around here can get a little shady. But I hope y'all have a blessed night, and I will talk at y'all next time. Until then, I hope everybody is blessed, safe, happy, and healthy. Peace.